Hi everybody, thank you so much for joining me. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about some of the new Milani brushes. Now, if you saw my Revlon brushes review that I did just a little bit ago, I will link it down below if you haven't seen it, but I had a really bad experience with those brushes, let's just say. These are the Revlon ones that I got. I got a powder brush, a foundation brush, and an all-over shadow brush. And long story short, they just shed like frickin' crazy. And then the eye one just did not work at all. Like it didn't work. So watch that review below if you want to see my full thoughts on that. After I filmed that, I got an email from Milani that they were having a sale on their website for 20% off, and I thought, wow, okay, that's the perfect time to buy some of their new brushes and compare them. So basically what I did was I bought the exact same Milani counterpart brushes to the Revlon ones that I bought so that I could kind of see if they were any better and be able to compare them specifically to the same brushes that I bought from Revlon. So I ended up getting a powder slash bronzer brush from Milani, and this is what it looks like. And then I got a foundation brush, which is a flat top buffing brush. And then I got an all over shadow brush. And first off, right off the bat, I really like the way that these look. Now, I did like the look of the Revlon brushes, but now having these in my hands compared to these, guys, you can feel the difference in quality in these. These are very, very light and have hollow handles. And these have very substantial handles and they feel substantial in your hands. They just feel a lot better and a lot more sturdy and well made. So that I am very, very pleased with. And I will say that, like, I thought that the Revlon brushes felt pretty soft for a drugstore type of brush, but these feel like baby bunnies. They are just so... These are just so soft. I had to take a moment there because it was just, oh, these are amazing feeling. They are on par with some of my more high-end brushes, like from It Brushes. These just feel so nice. Amazing quality of the construction and the just overall aesthetics of them. I really like the black and gold as well as the two-tone of the actual brush hairs on here. So I have used these for about a week and a half now, and I have given them a few washings also so that I can tell how they wash and how they use. So let's get right into each individual brush and then I will give you my overall thoughts on them. Also, one more quick thing before I jump right in here. There are 6 total brushes in the Milani brush line. I got 3 of them. Now the ones that I did not get are the blush brush and then 2 more eye brushes, the crease brush and the blending brush. So I will go over all the prices of those in a little bit, but now we're going to get into the individual brushes. So first off is the foundation brush, and you will notice that they do have the Milani logo on here as well as the type of brush that it is printed on the handle, so that's really nice. And then this is what the brush looks like up close. Please excuse the foundation. I didn't wash it today after I got done using it. I wanted to be able to show you what the dry brush looks like. So this is the dry foundation brush. I did use it about 3 hours ago, so it has some dried off foundation on there. But you can tell it's very densely packed, but not so densely that it's going to move your foundation around without really depositing it. I really like the way that this puts on my foundation. I feel like once I put on my foundation, just kind of dotting it around my face, I kind of go in and stipple a little bit to move it into my skin, and then I start buffing it. And I notice that I don't get any sort of dragging, no, patchiness in the application. It goes on really nicely, and it's just so soft that I feel like I can use it on the delicate skin of my under eyes and it's not being abrasive to my under eye area, which is really nice. Now, the very first time that I used this, I did notice just a few hairs were shedding. I had maybe 5 total. It was negligible compared to the Revlon brush, so I just had just a minor few hairs coming out after I used it the first time. but I've noticed that after the first washing that I did, I haven't had any shedding with it, and I don't experience any shedding whenever I actually go to wash it. So that's really nice. It seems to be holding up really, really well, and I haven't had any other shedding problems with it since that very first time that I had used it prior to washing it. And I really feel like I can use this and wash it consistently without having to worry about it deteriorating over time, because like I said, it's had about 3 washings right now and then a full week's worth of uses, and I just feel like it's holding up really well. Very impressed with it, and I don't feel like the handle is too light compared to the head of it. It has a really good weight on it, and I really like it. This brush is $16 full price, but I did get mine 20% off, so I paid about $12.80 for it. I would suggest that you sign up on the Milani website for their newsletters. They have sales fairly often, so you can get it for cheaper. But overall, for $16, I would buy this at full price. I think it is definitely worth the price that you pay for it. So next up is the powder slash bronzer brush, and this is what it looks like. I have tried it with both powder and bronzer, and I really like the application that it gives with both of them. However, I would say that as a bronzer brush, this is amazing. I really, really like that it gives a very soft focus finish. You're not going to get any hard lines because of the size of it. And it's so soft that it takes up the product onto the bristles, but doesn't drag it into the bristles. That way you're getting all the product going onto your skin and you can really blend it in. You don't have to use a whole lot of product with this brush. It is dense enough but still soft and pliable enough to not mess up or move around any of the foundation that I put underneath of it. So it just gives a really nice, beautiful finish. I would say it's definitely an airbrushed finish, and again, it's just so much softer than the Revlon ones, and it just performs so much better. Even though the Revlon brush is a little bit bigger overall than the Milani one, this one just does not perform nearly as well as the Milani brush, and this one also did shed too, so not pleased with that one, but very, very, very pleased with this one. I think that this is definitely one of my favorite brushes to use for bronzer right now. I just love this. And this one is also $16. And then the last brush that I got is the all over shadow brush. So this is the Milani all over shadow brush compared to the Revlon all over shadow brush. You can see it is a little bit larger and it's a little bit more fanned out, but it's a similar width on it. Now, my main gripe with the Revlon one was that it just did not pick up product, but this Milani one picks up product so evenly, whether I'm dipping in directly on top like this, or whether I'm laying it on its side to pick up product like that to lay down on the eye. It just picks up product evenly. I love the way that this lays down eyeshadow. It just looks very nice. It goes on very nice. And because you're getting an even application on the brush, you get an even application on your eye, which is great. I really like this one, and I've been looking for a good all over shadow brush because the ones that I have currently are just a little bit too floppy. They're too, they're not densely packed enough, or they're too densely packed. This one is the Goldilocks of all over shadow brushes. It is just perfect, just right, just what you need. And this one is $8. So I did mention that there were 3 other brushes that I did not get. The blush brush is $13, and then both of the other eye brushes, the crease brush and the blending brush, are both $8. Now, Milani does have a deal on their website where you can pick up all 6 brushes for $60. Also, if you could find them on sale, like with a 20% off coupon code, you could potentially get the entire brush set for $48, I believe that would be. So that's a really good deal, and like I said before, I would definitely pay full price for these. I think they're worth it, but since we know this is drugstore and there's always coupon codes and there's always ways to save, definitely wait until you can get them on sale, because you can get them at a better price, but they are worth the money. And also, whenever you do get these brushes in the mail, or if you're able to find them in stores, I haven't seen them there yet, they do come in these little pouches, and on the back of each pouch it shows you little tips and tricks on how to use each brush, And like for the foundation, it tells you how to use it with liquid or powder and cream. And then the bronzer one says for powders and for bronzers. And then the eyeshadow one tells you how to use it for your eyeshadows. So I think that that's really thoughtful that they put on there exactly how you should use it with each type of product. I really like the thought that they put into it. I think that this line of brushes is really, really well made. It is definitely higher than drugstore quality. I am blown away by this. And compared to these Revlon brushes, I mean, we're talking like, you know, Rolls Royce and a Ford Pinto. I mean, come on guys. These are just complete crap, and these are amazing. I cannot recommend these brushes highly enough. I just want to shout from the rooftops how great these are. I think that if you pick up any of these brushes, you're going to quickly find that they're a staple in your collection, and you're going to be using them all the time. They are just so well made. I am so blown away because I really went into this, you know, with a bad taste in my mouth and with hair all over my face from the Revlon brushes. These just really redeemed my faith in drugstore brushes, and I'm so pleased with them. I'm definitely going to be using these all the time, and yeah, I'm just gonna stop there because I could just keep going on and on and on for days. But guys, that is it. They are $8 to $16 for these brushes on the Milani website. If I find them anywhere else online, I will link it all down below so that you guys can shop around. And that is it. I really hope that you enjoyed this review, and don't forget to check out the Revlon brush review if you want to see my full thoughts on that one. And that is it. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop before I keep going, but I hope that you enjoyed this review. I hope it helped you make a decision on whether you want to pick these up, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. You guys, feels like you guys can't feel it. I wish you could feel it. I'm rambling. I'm rambling. I feels like